right. Sorry, guys. Hi, everybody. It's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. Today is actually my niece's birthday. Her name is Star, so happy birthday, Star. And it is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are here with live chat tonight. So, let's see. We've got Veronica saying hello T, Soy Mod Colleen saying hello T and good night all. I'll be watching the replay in the morning. Craftwood Love 55 says greetings T and all real early tonight, laughing out loud. Vivian Cavey says hi T and everyone. Janice Miller saying hello T and all. Shirley Peters, hello T and everyone. Debbie saying hello T and everyone. So Terry says hi there. Hi So Terry, welcome to the channel. Craft with Love saying there's no sound. Tucker Quilting saying there's no sound. Tucker Sewing and Quilting. We should have sound now. Judy Smith saying hello to you and all. Guess who Nancy saying hello all. Kim Burr says hi T and Quilty family. Janet Mackerel saying hello TNT Quilters. Hello T and everyone from Maddie Barnum. Maxie Doodle says good evening T. Sandy Agger says evening T and all. Maxie Doodle saying hi everyone. And Tucker is saying hey T and everyone. My brother is here saying hi. Cook Gal says hi T and everyone from Hot Maryland. Did you get my payment yet? Thanks for helping me with the chats. I haven't received any payment yet. I did go to the post office today. They would have started being mailed on Monday, so probably 2 mail dates. So for a regular mail, probably need a little bit more time, but I haven't received any payments yet. Jakara says good evening from Brazil de Rio Janeiro. Oh, I don't have the mic on today. Thank you, sir. All right. My husband told me to turn it up. I got the mic hanging over here because I didn't want to have it on if I was going to be hitting it all into the machine here. So that's why I don't have it on. Let's see. Leetta Bryant says, hello T and T Quilters. Hi T and Quilters. Listening at work. That's from Sharon Lewis. Hey, Sharon. Vicky says, good evening, Miss T and all T Quilters. I made it on time today. Yay. Hold on, guys. My sinuses are acting up again. Colette Stark says, hi T and everyone. And of course, I didn't bring my water cup in here. Jeanette saying good evening T and everyone. Colette Starks was I think I read says hi T and everyone. My brother says hi sis and everyone. Stay safe. June Hansen says hi T and everyone. Wash your hands says hi everyone. I'm happy to see all of you again. Sue GSD says hey table mate. She's talking to Tucker. Darcy Savali says hi to everyone. I have sound. Give T her thumbs up. Thank you, Darcy, and welcome to the chat. Thanks, Kim Burrs, reminding people to join, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and the notification bell. Thank you so much. Bonita Nance is here saying, hey, Miss T and everyone. Melina Montoya says, good evening, Mrs. T and everyone. And Sue saying, hey, T and all from the oven called St. Louis. Darcy says, I sent you my payment also. I saw your payment. Teresa McCormick says, and it was mailed today. No. Yeah, I think yours was mailed today, Darcy. Teresa McCormick says, good evening to all. Craft with Love is saying happy birthday to Star. It's also my great niece's birthday, and she is 16. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, sir. Needed that water. Hope I don't knock that over. Let's see. Sue says, I see you have your new baby up and running. I have it up. I just plugged it in so I wouldn't have to go under the desk. But that's about it. Haven't done a thing. It's just here. No threaded. It's not threaded or anything. It's just here. Joe Cormel says, hey everyone. Happy almost birthday to Miss T. Thanks for the reminder on that, Joe Carmel. My birthday is next Thursday, but on next Wednesday's live, I'm going to be doing drawings. So I am going to be giving out stuff on my birthday. um, Also, reading any birthday cards that I get in the mail as well. Sandy Agger says, look at that beautiful machine. So happy for you, T. Anxious to hear how you feel about it. Now, just from sitting here, this bass is so low. It feels weird. So I have to adjust to that. I'm used to my machine sitting up a little bit higher. So that's weird. Denise Sopatch 33 saying hello, everyone. Happy birthday to Star from Guess Who Nancy. Maxie Doodle, look at that awesome machine on your table. Remo JS is here saying good evening, Miss T and Quilters. Thumbs up, everyone. Hey, Remo. Deborah Holloway, good evening, T and T Quilters. Know your packet went in the mail today. Gloria Clark says, hi, T. Glad I finally get to watch one of your lives. Hey, Gloria. Welcome to the live chats. Wash your hands because I need to track down my son and show me how to send payment via CashApp. That's fine. And let's see. Happy birthday to Star from Sandy and June. Guess who, Nancy? How sweet. That was so nice of him. Yeah. Talking about my husband. Deborah says, your brother looks good. Yep. Craft with Love, T.I. Cash App you on Monday. Did you receive it? I put a thumbs up on all of the Cash App payments that I received, so you should have gotten a response back. Everything that I have received payments for, if you notify me that you were sending checks and all of that kind of stuff, all of that, if I knew who you were, all of that stuff has already been mailed. Jason Lewis saying hello, everyone. Jason, I don't have your billing information, so if you want to Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle, Teaquilts at teaquilts.com or $ Teaquilts for Cash App, and then email me your money, or email me and I can send you a PayPal invoice. Either way, I don't have any contact information for you. Vicky and Liz Wilson, those are the three people. And then Ellen Campbell, I haven't, Ellen's information keeps changing, so I didn't have any Cash App information, not Cash App, PayPal information for her. So I did not bill her. So there are 4 people that I haven't billed at all for the book. Sheila Willis is here saying hello to and all, everyone. Judy Smith says, I love my brother. It sows fast. Stella McKenzie, hello everyone from Michigan. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. T, how much does your PayPal charge you as a fee? I think it was like $2.50, something like that, $2.50. I can't remember right now because not that many people pay PayPal, and I never did open them up. All I did was just took their addresses out. I opened it up, but I took the address out. So I'm thinking somewhere around $2. Gweenie Simpson says hello from Alberta, Canada. Hello, Gweenie. Great to catch a live for a change. Okay, Jason, and it's $31 for the booklet and the sew along. Joe Carmel Perkins says hi. Oh, talking to Sue. And Maxie Doodle is telling Jason. I sent invoices to Felicia Mosley, Joyce Baker, who paid. I think I saw where Joyce Baker paid. and Tamara Spradling, and Sandra Thompson. So those are what's going on with the booklets. I do want to give a quick shout out. I don't normally do shout outs, but I'm going to do a shout out today, okay? Joe Cormel has a relative that has written a children's book. Now, I don't have any children right now around me that's in the age range of this book, but I bought 2 of them anyway. And it's called Allie's Ally. And I just want you all to go and support Miss Joe Carmel Perkins. If you got any children in your life, it's written by Dr. Donna Marie Hunter with Jeremy Hunter and illustrated by Chloe Helms. I'm going to put it back up here again. You all can screenshot this. I bought 2 of these so that I could just support Joe Carmel's family member. And I think it was only like $15, and if you got Prime, it was free shipping with it. So I do want to give a shout out. I haven't even read it yet. I do plan to read it before I give them away. But I thought that was really great. Got to support each other with that. Laura Austin says, hello, T. Where is the birthday Juki? It's a brother. Shaquita Pearson says, hello, T and everyone. I love my PQ15. It sounds like I drive fast. Yes, I'm a fast driver, too. But I'm not a fast sower, for real, for real. Maxie Doodles reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Hey, KD Craft saying hello to everyone. Welcome also to the channel. I tried, but my laptop was hacked that same day. It happened like an hour after I had sent it, and that is how so found out when I went to email you. Cox Cable had my Wi-Fi open. Oh my gosh, it's fixed now. Now that's terrible. Joe Carmel says, all super sweet. It's based on my niece. We have a nonprofit for autism affecting Black and brown communities. Much love. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's her niece. But I wanted to give a shout out. And I don't normally do that, but yeah, we'll do that today. And then this other envelope here is just the needles that I do need for this machine. I actually bought all the heavy duty needles from Amazon. Different sizes because I'm going to be sewing different things on this machine. So I got 4 different sizes from size 11, 18, 14, 12. I didn't get any 16s. I think most of the time I don't tend to use that size, so we'll just sit those over there. This is a little quick sheet. I might be needing that. And then a manual. So that's what I got out here. And then I brought some squares in here just to sew if I should get this thing up and running. Because first of all, we're going to need to oil it, right? Put some oil in here. This oil looks kind of yellow in there. I don't know if it's the bottle. I thought I put that oil in there, but this one's clear. We don't want to be using yellow oil. Hi, Leila Dicker. She says, good evening, TNT Quilters. Remo is saying 81 watching, but where's the thumbs ups? Support and show your love for the Queen Teaquilts. Laura Austin says, I thought for sure Kevin the Quilter was sending that Juki home with you. That is too funny. That's his. He been wanting the Juki. Okay. Thank you, Jason. I'll get you in the mail tomorrow. Damali J says, hello to everyone from Hot Oxon Hill, Maryland. So, yeah. Now, I don't know if I even need oil in here. Somebody did a test sew on here. Cut that light on. It wasn't like it was much light. Let me cut that off. Y'all know me and my lights. Yeah, I'll be adding another light kit on here. Y'all already know it, right? It is LED, but it's only down here. I like light into the whole area. I don't know why, but I do. And that must mean if it's threaded, well, this might be the upper thread. take this off and put this back on. I just wanted to see. Now, I know nothing about this machine, guys. I'm trying to see if there's even a bobbin. There is a full bobbin in here. Okay. And this thread is going counterclockwise. I wanted to see that before I ran out. Okay, counterclockwise. It's backwards than anything else I've done. I'm going to leave this out because I probably need to oil down there. I'm going to put some oil on here because I haven't sewed on it. So I just want to make sure. That's on page 25. So I read this book long time ago. Like, it came Friday, so I must have read it Friday night or something. So you put a drop of oil in the hook, which is what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. Because most metal machines, okay, most metal machines, you put it down by the bobbin, or most, not metal, most side loading machines. They tell you on your top loading machines that you don't have to put oil in them, but I do anyway. Always oil under the bobbin. It's only 5 places, so that's not bad. And got these 3 holes down here. It's the one in the back. Alright. I just want to make sure, because my machine didn't have oil smear like Kevin's did. And now that I've got this back in there, I'm going to cut some of this off. We'll put this back in. This is weird, putting stuff in from the side. Okay. Now we at threading. It don't tell me if I need to pull this bobbin thread up at all. Not right here on this quick thread thing. So we'll just leave it for right now. We shall see. I'm going to go ahead and hook in the table if it'll fit up here. I haven't tried any of this. This is pretty long. And I'm trying to keep all the packaging. This is my list for sending out the books so I can keep myself organized. I'll put everything so far except for this cheat sheet over here. Because I think I'm going to need the room. All right. Know if I have to get used to this, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to see, does it slide on here or does it sit on top? I don't want to break it the first time out the gate. I this is making it too high. Then the other one's going to make it too low. I thought it just slid on, and then it was like a stopper. But it's not on the, what I'm thinking supposed to be on the gate. Maybe it's, no, it's not right, because it would be closer. I don't know. I have to figure that out. It's still not right, okay? This is not going to work. There it goes. Weird. All right. Larissa says, those machines come very well oiled, so you should make sure there is no oil in the feed dogs and foot. That's why I'm just sewing on 2-inch squares. And we also are going to have to take this foot off because it's the foot that bends, and we're not interested in that right now. So we need to get the right foot out of here, just a 1/4 inch foot. And this is it here. And the screwdriver to do that. Don't know if this one or the big one. Okay. Okay, that's the needle. So let me make sure this needle is all the way up in here. I'm going to trust their needle. Okay. And put the 1/4 inch foot on. I did order from Amazon also more bobbins. I ordered bobbin cases, and they were set to come today. They were in my neighborhood. Gave me a notification that they were 9 stops away. Then it went to 6. And then all of a sudden I looked back because I hadn't heard anything, and they were on the other side of the main road. I haven't heard from them yet. I don't even know if I'm going to get my stuff today. Yeah, was in the neighborhood and left. All right. I don't know. Fuck that. Let's put this knee lift in because y'all know I like that. So next up is this knee lift. And I pushed this machine back, so I'm hoping I didn't push it back too far. Now that went in pretty easy. Yes. I love a knee lift. All right. Not much light, though. Doesn't give a whole lot of light, so I'll be adding my own light onto that. So I've just raised my presser foot, and I'm going to raise this lever so that I can thread it. Hey, Judy Smith says, TNO, have not been around for a while. Full-time job taking a lot of my time. My daughters have me doing the Carolina shop hop this week. I have been to 7 to 12 shops, 5 more to go. Now, that's awesome. At least you're having some fun that's quilt related. So that's pretty cool, Judy. Jacqueline Vaughn says, T, are you keeping up with all the new AccuQuilt dyes? I just love them all, but expensive. Since July 1st, a lot of things have really gone up with AccuQuilt, so I will not be purchasing a whole lot of dyes unless I absolutely need something. However, I have been using AccuQuilt for a very, very, very long time, and I got about every dye I need. And if I think I need something, I just need to come in here and open one of the dyes that I have never used yet, and that'll fix that problem, okay? I'm going to hold off and see what type of Christmas deals they come up with this year. I'm going to see what's going on with the transition of the company being sold. A lot of people didn't know the company had been sold. So, yeah. Maxie Doodle talking about, yeah, the knee lip is on. Time for takeoff. And Heather is saying, T, there are feet on the extension table or the feet are adjustable. I have no idea right now. I'll figure all that out because it's like I couldn't even get myself in here to even hook this thing up, plug it in. I plugged it in right before we went live. So my goal is to get in here and do something. Hey, Eric Oda. And yes, it is, Eric. All right, so we got to thread this baby. Trying to see if this locked. It did lock right there. And we're going to thread this and hope for the best. All right. So it's using a small thread spool right there. Oh, it told us how to wind a bobbin on here, but I've already done that. So it was on the other side, how to put the bobbin case in. Thread goes backwards. And then feed dogs up. Add the thread and then the thread and the guide. So that's number 3. And then 4 is just coming into these holes right here. Down 1. And I read in a book where if you're having thread breaks, then you take it through all the holes. So in this little thread guide here. So we're just going to put it through what they gave us for right now. In there. In here. I don't know if this thread goes in here. We'll see. Because it looked like it's going through there a few times. We'll see. Make it up, right? If it don't sew, we go, oh, that's not right. And then back in here again. It's like this thread's in here 3 times. So this one's got that threaded. This one goes in here. And then back this way. And this thread's from the outside in, which is the opposite of the featherweight. I think it goes inside out. I think. I can't remember. Don't pay me any attention. Oh, it's even got a needle threader. How about that? It's oh no. You talk about a left hand. This is totally for right-handed people. I have never used a needle threader going this way. I can't even. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. I don't like the way that one come down. We're going to manually thread this. I can't even see from the outside in. I think my thread's still bent on the end. I'm going to cut it longer. I'm always trying to save thread. Still not in this needle. Okay, we need side, I don't even know what size needle is in here. Okay. And this thing is turned because the needle is turned. The needle threader. And I may be trying to go back to this needle threader because it seems like I'm having trouble. There we go. All right. Do I really have a light on? It don't look like I have a light on to me at all. Maybe it looks like it on camera. It does have a threader. Yes, I am adding to my collection of machines. And Eric says that needle threader is tricky. Thank you, Eric. Because I'm like, what is going on with that? All right. So we just gonna get some squares. I just went and got my 2.5-inch squares container. I got junk here that I don't know when and where I'm gonna use it. So we just gonna sew some stuff that I can put in a string or crumb quilt or something. I don't know. Anything. I got lots of squares. A lot of it is older fabric because I haven't even cut any new squares in a long time. So, where's that test piece? I'm up here like, yeah, it's gonna sew. And I have a feeling that it is not. I don't even know what I did with it. Here it is. Yeah, we better sew on something else first. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So we got to do some adjustment of stitches. So I am going to reduce it's sitting on 3 for a stitch length, so I'm going to reduce that to about 2.5. Okay, I do have a scissor cutter. I forget that it's over here instead of being over here. Let's see how that works. I got my needle down on. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the adjustment in the needle really worked good. I mean, a stitch length. The one on the left is the first one, and then I did this. I mean, the one on this side closest to my hand is the one I just sewed. The one in the middle is the one that was bad. And the one on the card is the one that came sewn. But I didn't get that. That's kind of a wavy line. So my the stitch length of 2.5 is good. I'm going to sew on 2 pieces of fabric and see what the tension is like. Now I cut the thread, so it should have been in ready to sew mode. That looks like a fat 1/4-inch seam, but let's sew another one just so I don't have to cut my thread. It does have the 1/4-inch on the plate mark too. Ooh, this thing ready to take off. Hey, Cynthia Maria Field. Shaquita says, I've had my machine over a year now. I can't figure out that needle threader. Okay, so it's not just me. I always check my 1/4-inch seam. So it's a 1/4-inch. It just looks fat, but it's a 1/4-inch. Always check it, make sure. So we're not worried about that. Did T say what brother that is? This is the Brother PQ 1500 SL. This is my first brother machine. So I didn't know I had brother on my list until people told me about it. And then when I started reading up on it, and I did a couple of YouTube videos, but it was really one video that kind of sealed the deal for me. And because she talked about everything that it did in her video, Whereas everybody else was basically doing like an unboxing or telling you what they like and don't like. And that wasn't what I was interested in. I wanted to know what did the machine itself do. I can determine for myself if I like it or not. But I can see that this thing here want to take off. Cynthia says, "Hey T and everyone, enjoy your birthday gift." I will. Thank you. Whoa, I just got to get used to it wanting to take off. I'm such a relaxed sewer, and it doesn't have a speed guide. You are it. Your foot is it. So you can't put it on the little rabbit and hare thing. I mean, rabbit and the tortoise. And Mary says, "It sings to you." Yeah, it's not as loud. I thought it would be louder, being more an industrial machine, but it's not loud at all. Not loud as I thought. Whoa. That one I shot through in the end went cat a corner. So I got to watch that end. That's what I'm having trouble with. It like catches and it's ready to go. Now let me see. It's in the neutral right there. And I'm in the green over here. So I'm okay. I wanted to make sure none of these controls were off. Yeah, I can see how y'all shooting stuff through these machines now. I'm not really a fast sower. So having the extra speed, I got to remember not to go crazy with my foot. All right. Cynthia is also reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Does it have a speed control? Your foot. That's it. What else? I'm trying to get some different squares so I'm not sewing the same thing. I know I got some duplicates here. Like if I'm going to use them, y'all know I like to have them be different. They'll be used somewhere. And they don't even have to match. That's the beauty of it. Just pick some out of here. I even still got St. Louis Rams fabric. I gave the big pieces to the lady that makes the dog beds. But I apparently still had some in my cut pieces. Ping ball fabric. Yeah. I'm reading it backwards. That's why. It's number 15. All right. Just trying to get some stuff to sew so I don't have to stop for getting another one. I don't use my needle threader on any of my machines. I do use them, especially if they're electronic needle threaders. A lot of them are the manual kinds, but every once in a while, your top ends, they're built a little bit better. This one, I will definitely have to sit down and just have a few minutes where I just thread it and unthread it, thread it and unthread it so I can get used to it because I do want to use it. I don't use them often because I'm mostly chain piecing, and so I hardly ever have to rethread, especially with me using big, large cones of thread. I just got to remember not to press that foot down on these little bitty pieces. Try to do a gradual speed. That's what I got to get used to. Shoot them through. I know y'all would say, y'all have these pieces sold by now. Y'all have shot them through here with that. Y'all with those industrial machines. I got to get used to it. Like that. That one wasn't so bad. I was ready for it. Hey T, I sent the payment for the pattern via PayPal. The extra is my birthday gift to you. You are not allowed to buy fabric with it. Laughing out loud. Okay, it can go towards my machine. Thank you so much. I know who you are, TB. um, John Carmel says, pedal to the metal. Let's go. Not me. I keep telling y'all I'm not really the speed sower. I'll try. These are both kind of trying to mix up these things so they're not matchy. And then we're going to start sewing some of these into pairs and see if this 1/4 inch is right, huh? Fit. Try to make some um, just sew some of these into rows. So far, so good. I don't have anything I dislike. I think I just accidentally threaded it right. So that's good too. All right. And Katie Kraft says she got one for her birthday 2 years ago and love it. That's pretty cool. I love my brother from Darcy. Hey, Phyllis G. Saying hi to you and everyone. Maxie Doodle says, I don't even know about that special foot. Until you mentioned it. Wow. See, she's never even had to use it. But there's times that I know that when I'm making these bags and you own something thick or go off, like say you put a pocket on the front of your tote bag and then the pocket on it has different levels, and so the foot will walk you up and down those levels. So I can't wait to use that foot when I need it. So yeah, I just got to get used to holding my fabric and letting it shoot through. Thank you. That was my husband back. I'm not reading, guys. He said we lost sound again. Okay. So I took the sound out So hopefully you all can hear me. I'm going to try to talk a little louder. If I don't need to talk as loud, y'all let me know. um, let's see. I'm going to read some comments. Judy Smith says, does it not have a knob with speed control? I was reading that comment, I think, when sound went out. It does not have a speed dial control. This dial up here is to raise the presser bar, which is one of the features that I wanted because I need to have that when I'm sewing really thick stuff. I couldn't get it under the foot easily. Eric says, I thought it does have a speed control. You don't see a rabbit and turtle on the side. No. Oops, I just knocked my needle thing out. This brother model does not have a, I must not have this in here if it came out that easy. Okay. I don't see anything like that on here. Has a needle threader, a thread cutter right here. So this is not really like an unboxing. I'm just like making myself sew on this. That's what this video is about. But I hadn't done it by myself, so I go, I guess that's what we're doing on Wednesday. I can't remember if mine's had a speed control, but I thought it did. I don't see anything in here. Let's look in the book. I don't think so. Let's see if I can find anything about presser foot. Adjustment dial. Presser foot lever. So that's on page 9. So that's back here that I lift up and down. I'm trying to see if they telling, okay. It says power cord and foot controller. So yeah, it just says slower and faster with the foot. It doesn't show anything else. Upper thread tension. Where was, oh, that's this. No, that's not that. Where is that at? Oh, it's actually on the machine. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be funny. And I read all kinds of books and stuff, but for some reason I just start working on a sewing machine. Okay. But the only way you make this machine go faster and slower is through the presser foot. When you press the foot controller down lightly, the machine will run at a low speed. When more pressure is applied to foot controller, the machine speed will increase. When you remove your foot from the foot controller, the machine will stop. That's all they're talking about on here. That's it. There is no speed that I can see. Maybe that's on the Juki. And we'll figure this out. What machine is this? The Brother PQ 1500 SL? Francis says, hi T&T Quilters. T, I received my boho heart pattern today along with my birthday fabric. You are the best. Thanks again. You're welcome, Francis. And sorry, I was just waiting to send stuff out at the same time. So that's what kind of happened there. Since I knew it was going to be a package for the fabric, it was going to have to go different than how I sent out all the other books. So, yeah. So, I see a new machine. Hi, T and everyone. Hey, Stephanie. Veronica Williams is asking what machine. I just answered that, and other people have answered, so thank you for helping. And Connie says, I see you are using your new machine. Yes, I am. Where is Kevin tonight? Kevin's working. So he's flying, so he's not able to watch the live. Sometimes when he's flying, he's on a layover, and then he can, watch during that period. But this time, he knew he was going to be in the air, so we sometimes chat through WhatsApp when he's in the air, but we're not video chatting. All right. I'm still got more space, but that's okay. I'm using more thread, and my stuff normally is so close together that I'm almost cutting my pieces off a little bit. But I like it like that because I use less thread. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. So let's see. I'm going to sew these into 8s, I think, and then we'll sew some together. That way I can press all one row one way, the other row another way. We'll make a quick little bag out of this or something. Not tonight, because I do want to, I think I'm going to quilt on here, like just do a 1/4 inch inside my seams. See how all of that works out. So I might quilt on here too. Did I pull that other one off? Yep. So you may be able to keep up with Tucker now. They love speed sewing. I was talking with Tucker earlier today, and he was telling me that he had the same, that we both got the same machines with the Bernina 770, and now his brother. Said I didn't even know he had a brother. I wasn't paying attention. All I ever seen was the Bernina. I guess that's what when he went from got the Bernina, that's what he upgraded from. But yeah. Got this crazy Rams fabric in here. All right. This is my last, this is whatever I sewed. I didn't even count. I just sewed some pieces. So now I got 8 in a row. We're going to start putting these together so I can see what my seam allowance is doing here. This is the kind of stuff I do when I want to test what I'm doing. Oh, it looks like I can press up here. On that Bernina table, it don't have anything holding it onto the table, so I can't press up here. So I'm just going to press all the seams one direction. EJ Starter say I keep the speed on my pace setter at the highest setting. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Eric says it takes some getting used to the speed, but once you get it, you start to wonder how you ever sewed on slower machines. And Connie says, sounds like that machine can really zip right along. Yeah, it's fast. All right. That one's still on the machine. I might have a duplicate in here somewhere. Who knows? I wasn't paying attention at first. I was just picking up squares. Alright, so these are all going that way. We're going to rotate it around. And we have not pressed this with a heated iron, of course. That's how we rolling today. Alright. I don't know. I guess I should be trying to pin. It's like I haven't even pressed the seams. I haven't put one pin in here. It's like if you haven't even pressed the seams, you could at least pin. Maybe. That way I won't have to stop. I can just go ahead and sew it. I put the pins back far enough that I don't have to remove them, but we'll see. I think they're a little bit close to the edge. That baby lock does 15 stitches per minute. Wow. Yep, I think that's where the 1500 comes from. I don't plan to do that. I wish it had an open foot that I could put something in there to keep it from pressing down, but it doesn't. Queenie says I'm busy cutting, and T left me. I thought I was deaf, laughing at myself. Oh my gosh. My husband. It's a good thing my husband watches. Yeah, because y'all know I'm always behind in the comment section. Lizette Zaya says, hello, T and friends. Maxie Doodle says the pressure foot level goes extra high, too. Yeah, she's talking about this. And then you've got different levels of dropping the feed dog, too. Okay. So now I'm going to sew this piece. I'm just going to sew over the pins. Whoa! Help! I'm going to make sure I'm sewing 1/4 inch. And then nice to have that knee level when my pieces come back the other way, my seam allowance. So then that way I can lift it up. So that's cool. I like that knee lift. Y'all know I love knee lifts anyway. That's the only reason I'm not using that Bernina record is because I need to get a knee lift for it. So I do need to get that. Lizette says, brother does not do the turtle or the rabbit. Hey, Tananya Roberts. Darcy says, if you're just getting in, make sure you check to see if you hit your thumbs up. Melina says, with my new Singer, I can change speeds on foot pedal. That's cool. And this foot pedal doesn't have any adjustments. 2 of my machines have a needle threader, but I've only been successful once. That's T. None of my brother machines have that type of speed indicator. That's from Lizette. And Quick Girl, does Juki have the rabbit and turtle? I have no idea. I guess I had a weirdo. I could have sworn mine had speed control. That's Eric. And Liz says that it is on the Juki. Hey Liz, I don't have any contact information for you to send you an invoice, so please email me so I can get your book in the mail. Teaquilts at teaquilts.com. I can let me know how you want to pay. CashApp, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. I only got a few people I haven't been able to bill. T will have it all figured out by Saturday, laughing out loud. That's Darcy. I'm going to inspect this foot pedal, that's for sure. See if I can make some adjustments on it. All right, so on this top one, they're going up. So this one needs to go this way. Yeah, like that. Now this time, let's see if we don't pin it. See what happens. It'll slow down, that's for sure. Because I got to stop to get to the next intersection. Or maybe. Because if it don't stop, I'm going to bypass it, right? Goodness gracious. All right. The ones underneath are down. These are up. Want to see what my stitch is looking like. I've been making like minute adjustments here, trying to get it to what I like my stitch to look like. That's the whole purpose of this. All right, don't go too far, girl. You got to match the seam. Last one here. All right, we're going to cut this thread just so we can use the thread cutter. Isn't that sweet? All right. Still got that one. We're going to put these two together. Will you have to oil this as often as you had to oil the other machine? I don't think that this machine will require me to oil as much as I had to oil. That was the one I didn't pin. Just a couple of spots that's not perfect, but it's okay. I don't think I have to oil this as much now. It's got more oil points. I think it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to oil 6 things on here. But all the holes up here are easy to get to. The other one is in the bobbin. It's not the featherweight having 200 oil points. So the top one is going up this time. This is just test. We don't have to have it perfect, right? I'll let you all see what it looked like. It's nothing fancy about the fabric. Like I said, I just went and got some 2.5-inch squares so that I would have something to sew on. This should go up. And that one should go up. Yeah. All right. So, not pressed at all. Just a loose thread. So, just making a panel here of some 2.5-inch squares that I finger pressed. I haven't done any pressing with the iron or anything. So, just sewing some stuff together. That's just sitting in a container. I got one more row I can add on. Let's see where I want to put it. Okay, so this last seam, we want these to go up. Hi, Claudette Bettis saying hi to you and everyone. Guess who, Nancy? All my brothers have the speed control, but they are not straight stitch, so that's the difference, okay? T, soon you'll get use of the speed and save thread again, okay? But I'm still not wasting as much thread if I cut each seam in between, that's for sure. So, I'm okay with the amount of thread. I know I've been spoiled on my other machines where I can stop on a dime right there because it's not going so fast. So, sew this one on here. And then I'll have all the pieces sewn on here. Oops, I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate. Like, this knee lift should be locking in. I just knocked this thing out again. So I need to figure that out. It's got to click in here somewhere. And now I'm all down here trying to look in the hole. I'm trying to feel it when it grips, because I keep knocking this out. Keep going to the book. That's what we're here for. It's already after 8 o'clock. Good Lord. I shouldn't even be here. Let's see. Page 9. Everything's on page 9. The knee lifter. And it just says push it all the way into the socket, but I do that, but it keeps coming out. And I press as far as I can go. Let me move the machine back and see if my table is holding it. Nope, it's in the same position. It just don't lock in. Keeps coming out. And then here we go again. Every time I do, when I have it up and I'm taking the knee lift to put the presser foot down, is when I'm having trouble with it coming out. Otherwise, it's in there and working. So that's another thing I'll play with. Because once it's in, I want you to stay in. This is going to be my last seam today. Not my last seam, period. Down, these should be all up. That's why you should press with a heated iron when you want stuff in the end. Before you sew connecting rows. But hey, this is not going to be anything important here. Last seam I got to line up here. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to cut this. Next time I come back, I'll have a light in here. I'll play with that. I am going to cut this off. Now, I do like that the power is right in the front, and I'm used to reaching all the way over and back to cut the power off, but it's right on the right side, but the button is right in the front, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. Alright, so I'll press that so it looks pretty. Let's see what the comments are saying. What brand of thread is on my cone? This is Superior's Masterpiece by Alex Anderson. That's what I piece with. When you measure your 1/4 inch, do you measure the stitch line? Asking for a friend. I do measure the stitch line. Your scant 1/4 inch would be just short of your marking, your line on your ruler, if you want a scant 1/4 inch. So yes, I am checking to the stitch line from the edge. Liz says, I asked a friend who has one. Miss T, that machine does not have the speed control. You control it with your foot, yes. So we like Crumb says, hi Miss T and all the quilting family. Hello, hello. Angela Stringer says, good evening T and T quilters. I bought the Brother suite of machines when I retired and decided to learn quilting. I'm glad I picked the right machine. Hello from Sheila Gage. Hey Sheila. Eric says, thank you, T-Husband, first watching. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. So thank you, Eric, sir. Sue says, when you get an opportunity, you may want to get your cheat sheet laminated. I will. I have a laminator here. I will be doing that. I got some other stuff I need to laminate too. June Hansen says, that's a good one. Laughing out loud. Eric. Sheila says, I never use my knee lift with my Bernina machines. I always use my knee lift for piecing. I love it. Thanks, Liz. I see your comment. Are you going to do the boho sew along with Kevin like the 4-star general? I don't know yet. I'm thinking I'm going to do a different schedule on the boho heart so that it's not going to take us all year, because I think that's what is the problem with the 4-star general. It's not that it's a lot of work to do, it's just that it's dragging on so long. So I think I'm going to try and not have it go all year. So that's a question mark. Kathy Warren says, hello everyone. And Angela says, nice panel, thank you. I'm going to try my knee lift tomorrow for the first time. Looks easy. Yeah, I do love it because I can lift it up, get my piece underneath. I still got both my hands down here. I've always loved the knee lift because it is like a third hand. And Jane Morrison is saying that you will love it as well. Joe Carmel says, how's the 1/4 inch foot doing? It's actually doing pretty good. I think I didn't pin a couple of rows when I put them together, so that was me. But overall, and that was in this area here where the black and pink is. But everywhere else, it looks like I'm trying to get as close as my arms will reach. But everywhere else, it looks like my seam allowance is matched up. And when I pushed my seams, even without pressing, the foot and the feed dogs didn't push my seams back the other direction, which sometimes normally happen. Even though it's not pressed, you can see my seams are all going the way I want them to go, even without pressing. So some machines are bad with doing that, and some machines are not. Hey, Paula S. And then Lizette says you'll find your sweet spot with the foot pedal. Yeah, and I don't have my pedal stay because I took it to Kevin's house. So I need to get another pedal stay to put here as well. So that could be part of it too. Maybe raising the pedal stay. I wouldn't have to put as much pressure on it. Good night, Judy. We're going to be getting off here in a minute. I'm trying to get through the comments to make sure. I think I'm done. And Wash Your Hands says, I've never used my knee lift. I don't know what I'd do without it. Oh my gosh. And I'm like Mary telling Wash Your Hands, I just can't imagine not using it. Yes. But I got to figure out why this thing don't lock in here. It just is sitting in here. It doesn't have a lock area. It's weird. So yeah, I mean knocking this thing out all the time, okay? My brother says, good night, everyone. He's got his good night in for a change. Lizette says she loves using her knee lift, especially with curves. Yes. And you can easily lift and turn, you know. Very nice. So, and she says that it will lock, but mine, so far, I haven't found that lock spot, and the paper don't talk about it. But I got it all the way in there, and I don't feel it locking. So, yeah, I'm over here messing with it now, but I don't feel it locking. So, but we're going to go ahead and end here. Oh! I forgot. Thumbnail for today is Miss Benita. And I actually met Miss Bonita in Houston. She came to one of my meet and greets in Houston, and she actually got crushed pound cake. That was the year that I met Eric, and Eric and I and another friend of mine, we stayed in an Airbnb that Eric got booked for us. So it was a pretty cool trip. But when I got to the place with the cake, I had put cake all in aluminum foil, and then I put it in my backpack, and I'm walking around the show because we don't meet till 1 p.m. And I'm walking around the show. I might have bought something here or there, put it in the backpack, and it wasn't like it was even stuffed either. I'm going in and out, getting camera batteries and things like that. And then when I go to give these people this cake, it looks ridiculous. So my thumbnail is Miss Bonita Nance, uh this live chat. And I think what I'm going to try to do is try to do them in alphabetical order at this point. I tried to get all of my people that were at my first retreat first, so I got those people done. So now I'm just going to do everybody alphabetical. So that's why Miss Bonita is up this time. And if I don't mess up, I think it's Carla next. She's on the next one for Saturday. So thank you guys so much. We're going to end here. Good night, everybody. I'm loving this brother so far. So you all stay safe. And quilt out, everybody.